Another fantastic episode of Hall of Fame is on your screens, bringing you one-on-one conversation with some of your favorite personalities and getting to know them a bit better and perhaps showing a different side of them that you may not already be aware. My name is AJ Sarpong. You're tuned in to Citi TV. We're live from the studios of Citi TV here in Adabraka, and it's going to be another fantastic one. Today, my guest is someone I'm really excited to get to know, but I will be telling you who he is and all about him right after this. You're officially welcome to Hall of Fame right here on Citi TV. You're tuned into Hall of Fame right here on Citi TV. Special thanks to First Choice for my hair and Nivoda Jewelry for my jewelry. But on the show, we get to know some of your favorite personalities. One person I've been having a lot of feedback asking me to bring on the show is the person who is actually here today. He's someone who has done amazing things in the music industry in a relatively short amount of time. He has charted, he's been on the top of the charts, he has created great music, and he's come out with a new album as promised. Yeah, you probably might have figured out who I'm speaking about. None other but the one and only King Promise. Hi, it's nice to have you here.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here.
So let's get straight into it. Where did the name King Promise come from?
Comes from my name.
Okay.
Yeah, so my actual name is Gregory Promise Bote Newman.
Ah,
yeah,
okay.
So Promise is one of my names. So when I started, I was called Boy P.
Okay.
Yeah, Boy P stood for the boy with a promise to give you good music.
Nice.
And the boy became king, and still the same promise, so it's King Promise.
Ah, yeah. Interesting. Now, when did you know that you were going to do music, or music was your future?
Just before I finished uni.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when I blew up. So it was like in my third year going to my fourth year. And then I had like my first big song. I think it was my fourth year when I had Oh Yeah, but before that, I had a song with Vision DJ called Double Trouble, and that was banging on the radio.
How long have you been doing music?
Professionally, like 2.5, 3, almost 3 years.
Really?
Yeah. But before that, I was just going to studio with my friends. It wasn't professional. It was like, like just whiling away time and just having fun. But the passion kept growing. And like before I finished school, I blew up. So after school, I was like, nah, this is what I want to do. I didn't think twice.
So for some people, they found their voice in church. Some just happened to. Where did you realize?
I kind of stumbled on it. I knew I could sing.
Okay.
Even when I started in the beginning, I was like rapping. It wasn't like singing. And then it was in high school when I was asked to join the school choir. For just one, Kairos night. It was random because I was just singing in my class, and headmaster heard it. It was like, oh, who's that singing? Like, okay, you're joining the choir tomorrow, just like that. And that was it. It wasn't really anything. But when I was in secondary school, my friends were making music. Okay. And I had the passion for it. I always liked it. One day I ended up following them to the studio. Then I ended up jumping on the song, working on, and then things just kept happening, and
And then here you
it
are.
wasn't I didn't even think I'd ever be an artist,
Really? Wait, so who was the one that helped you break into the Ghanaian music industry?
I can't mention one person. It's been a few people. Okay. But big respect to Sarkodie, because he kind of like put me on first. I was working with my bro Kuvi. Okay. And we saw him park across the street, and I told Kubi, let's go talk to the man, tell him to come up, listen to your beats. It wasn't even about me, that's a funny thing. And Ken Sark, he obliged, and then later we see him coming upstairs, and then he listened to a couple beats, and then I did a freestyle. It was like, oh, and he went crazy about it. And then after that, he's become like a big brother figure, and he's just been helping out. Like, for example, my management I'm working with right now is someone Ken Sark introduced me to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm signed to Legacy Life Entertainment, KillBeatz, and Sarko actually introduced me to him. So a few other people who have been,
instrumental in making.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's start off with growing up.
Yep.
Describe your childhood and your upbringing.
I'm from a calm family, like an average family, I'm not any that about anything, but I was in poor as well, I was blessed to have parents who actually work hard, to make sure the kids are fine. I have 3 sisters, I have twins right after me, and then there's the last one.
Okay.
And there's the last one called Jasmine. So I grew up in Ungwa, Teshinugwa Estates to be precise, Adogono. And I went to the King's Academy, I went to Nungwa Secondary School before I went to Central University. And I always thought I'd play football. I wanted to be a footballer maybe. And either football or do something with real estate architecture.
Okay.
And I kind of stumbled on music, like I said, and I just had a calm upbringing, go to church a lot, play football with the boys. I love FIFA, I play video games, and just go to school and come back. I didn't really get the chance to go out so much growing up. I was mostly home, but it was just me and my family were just cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how did your family take it when you decided, or you made a conscious effort to now start doing music?
So the good thing for me is that I've always had a very supportive family. My parents never ever in any moment said, stop what you're doing. We don't want you to make music. Or probably the only thing my dad ever stopped me from doing was play football. But apart from that, when it came to the music, maybe because I was growing up back then, and I kind of had to find my own path at a point in time. But my mom, my dad, they've always been very, very supportive of what I do, and because I started coming on TV and I started getting some small money, you know what I mean? So it's I'm growing, I'm becoming a man. But yeah, they always were supportive. The only thing they said was make sure you finish school. You can do what you want to do, but don't mess up with your education. Take it serious. So I made sure I went to school, because I actually love going to school. I love being a student. So I didn't want to be a dropout or someone who didn't finish his education, because I wanted to be educated. So I went to uni and I still did music, and just before I finished uni I blew up, and it was so when I finished school I didn't even have to say, everyone knew okay, this is what he's going to do, Yeah.
Now in school, describe that moment where you started getting your songs receiving airplay, now becoming a commercial artist while in school.
Third year.
In your third year.
In my second year, it was
you're just that guy.
This guy is singing 1 or 2 on the radio, and that was it. But
which song got you there in your third year?
Double Trouble.
Okay.
Double Trouble, yeah. So just after that was when I dropped Oh Yeah, and Oh Yeah blew up, yeah.
So describe when Double Trouble started getting airplay. How was it being on campus? Being King Promise?
I never lived on campus,
Okay.
So I went to Central University in Prom, but I never stayed in school.
So you were coming
I
from
left
home?
from home all the time. Yeah.
Were you in... Oh, wait.
I was in the hostel.
Okay.
I was at home in Ngwa, and I leave from home to school at Prom every day.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. I know.
Because
sometimes I had to be in a car, sometimes I had to be in Prom. But even before my music blew up, from first year to fourth year, I never go a hostel in Prom.
Was it a deliberate effort not to stay on campus?
It was never really the plan, but as time went on, I became used to it.
Okay.
And then I was I've been doing it, so yeah. So I mean, I might as well just finish it like that,
So Oh Yeah blew up when you were in the fourth year?
Fourth year, yeah, I think. Yeah.
Now, how did people, or how did your mates, or what was the general reaction to you versus how you were maybe in level 100 and 200?
Yeah. I mean, my friends I had a few friends in school, so the friends who knew me from the first year they got super proud, you know, the ones who had always supported, and they love my music. Even before I blew up, they played it every time. So when things started coming together nicely, they're just super excited, Sometimes the ones who didn't know me before then and now knew me were I remember sometimes I was in class and some girls were in the back, because I think they were from a different
department or something.
Yeah. So then we had a joint class, and like, that's him. I was like, that's not him. That's him. That's him. Yeah, I'm in the front. I'm like, yeah. And then, you know, but it was all love. Like, people actually loved the fact that I was from the school and I was doing something and they were kind of proud of, you know. Yeah, so it was nice. Yeah.
Now, after Oh Yeah, describe what, okay, did you ever feel pressure that, okay, I have one massive hit going on, everyone's listening to it. Did you feel pressure to replicate that success? Or were you confident in the fact that I know I have a lot more hits in me and that this is no problem?
Yeah, so I've never been the type to go into the studio looking for a hit.
Okay.
I just go to the studio to make music I love.
Okay.
Yeah, so like, if I like it and KillBeatz likes it, because Killer is like not like he's a genius. If I have a few people who listen to the songs and like, yo, this is it, and then we just go. You know what I mean? But like I said, I don't go to the studio looking for a hit. I just do music I love. Like when you listen to Selfish, which came after Oh Yeah, it's totally different from Oh Yeah. It's definitely not the same kind of sound, concept whatsoever. But it did a trick. It even did better than Oh Yeah did at a point. And yeah, so there was really no pressure. Actually, it was just I just love making music. So I just take my time, make it. I have a very good team, an experienced one for that matter. So kind of like, you know, came together. I actually couldn't wait to drop music, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, KillBeatz, describe your, was he always in your camp or in your corner, or did you always have a friendship with him, or?
No, I only just met him after Sarko introduced us. I always wanted to work with him one day, and me and Sark had always spoken about it, and one day, you know, we get to work, because, you know, growing up, I've listened to his music, him and R2B's. I used to be, like, in class, me and my friends, I had a friend, she's called Benedicta, and R2B's was, Moogie's is like, she goes crazy over them, you know, and my boys in the hood from Nungwa, they rep Tema so hard, they love R2B. So KillBeatz done so many hits for them and a bunch of other people. So I always wanted to work with him one day when I, you know, knew that this is what I wanted to do. And yeah, so after I met him with Sark, I didn't get to work with him till like a year after. And after we worked, he was like, I like the way you work. I think you're good, so we should do more together. And that's it. Since then, we've been working hand in hand, and then, you know, then I go on the label, and yeah, this is where we are now.
Now, after your songs started getting a lot of rotation, everyone started getting to know King Promise. Now, award season comes through, and your name is in there somewhere. Describe knowing or finding out that, you know, you were placed in various categories and now you were getting acknowledgement or accolades.
Like as an artist.
Yes.
No, it was exciting. It was nice, like, and it was my first ever like nominations at any like major thing. And then I got 5 nominations for my first award ever. I never forget it because it was the first one. And it was mind-blowing. I remember when I had to post it, I was like, wow.
Charlie.
Yeah, this is big, like, boy, you're an artist now, you know. Like, you're a proper artist. And yeah, so, no, it was a good feeling. My family were, like, my family was happy, my friends, everybody was actually, you know, in good spirits. They were proud of the journey because we had just started, like, not long ago. It was like just after, like, a year or something. So it was really like a big up. You've done a good job. And yeah.
Okay, now the VGMAs and being there and social media going crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, firstly, how was your relationship with, or how have you ever reacted to maybe social media commentary, and how different was it when you appeared on the VGMA night?
It's always been love, you know, from the start. Like, the funny thing is, you always have people say some kind of stuff which you think is maybe stupid or not necessary, but I feel like it's all banter sometimes. But the VGMA's time, the first time when I had the nominations and I didn't get an award, it was like next level stuff. But I've been on Twitter for so long, I knew how things like that get. I just hadn't been in those shoes before. But at the end of the day, for me personally, when I make music, the most important thing for me has never been like the awards at the end. The nominations is even like, it's great. If you get the awards, you're thankful. But if not, like, it still goes on. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not here for awards. I'm here to actually make people happy. You know, when, like I always say this at every interview. When you go out and you perform, and you see the happiness and the joy in the eyes of the fans, no awards can ever give you that, you know. So it's always been a thing for me. And I've had like a very good team who have been around forever, who have actually gone through stuff like that before.
Okay.
So they prep me like, yo, you take your mind off this thing, you know. When it comes, we're good. If not, so it was always at the back of my head that I didn't even think about it, but I never like bothered. Like I actually couldn't wait to perform on the stage rather than take an award. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This was a big stage. It was my first time, so I was like, yo, Ghana Music Awards. Yeah, let's go for it. Like I couldn't wait to perform on the stage and just kill it rather than actually go get an award. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay. So you weren't disappointed generally?
Maybe a little disappointed, but not even for me, but for the fans, because like everyone was like, nah, you deserve this, oh, you have to win this, oh, you know. So it's like everyone was like, a lot of people were sad, and then a lot of people were talking about Kambu Rada, and a lot of people were saying this. And it was a whole lot of stuff, but yeah, if there was any disappointment, it would be for that, for people who voted and, you know, wished that we carried something. But I mean, we have some now. It's home, you know. It's just there. You know what I mean? So.
And I'll come to winning that in a second. But social media trolls, and I think they came for you on a different level when you appeared on stage with some interesting choice of footwear.
You think they're interesting?
Yeah, I think they are. They're not conventional, or they're fashionable.
Yeah.
But in Ghana, not necessarily conventional.
At that point, now it's like a thing, you know.
Yes.
Now a lot of people wear.
I see, and I would like to ask you if you feel you set the trend as well. But did you feel trolled, or did the trolling bother you, or did you feel bullied at that point?
No, it was actually funny.
Okay.
Yeah. So when it came, I actually posted it as well.
Okay.
And I saw some pictures, and even I couldn't stop laughing. So then I was like, good Lord. I just posted it, and I was like, nah, this is sick. Then I just joined in the banter because I thought it was funny. I didn't think it was going to be like that. I was like, me, I think, say, Charlie, me, I shut out, I wear my, you know.
So you didn't expect that kind of feedback?
Never, ever. I didn't even think about it. Like, it didn't occur to me that at the end of the night, something of that sort, people were even going to speak. I thought everyone was going to talk about it, we were going to say, ooh, he got these first.
Yeah.
Or they were sick because they had just come. And I hadn't seen anybody wearing them. I was like, nah, it's a big night. I have to go all out. And yeah, but it is what it is, I guess.
And it became something else.
Yeah.
Now, do you feel you set the trend?
That's what they say.
Yeah.
That's what people say.
Do you believe it?
Maybe. Kambu king, I take it. I'm not mad. I like it. More kambu on your head top.
Okay. Yeah. And now, setting fashion trends, getting the accolades. Now, describe winning the award.
I actually wasn't in when I won the award. I was like outside.
So you got the notification, or someone called you and said,
the boys, like, oh, you won something. I saw on Twitter actually, same place, like, oh, and I was outside just chilling. It's like, you got the award. I'm like, oh, sick. Where? And then they brought it outside, and I just took a picture, put it on social media, and I just said thanks to everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a nice feeling. It was my first Ghana Music Award, so. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Now, coming to your life as an artist, what do you think has been the most difficult aspect of being King Promise?
Most difficult. Like I say this all the time, I'm one who likes to enjoy the process, you know, the good, the bad, all of that. So, I mean, there's been difficult times. For example, in the beginning, when I started, you know, just even getting people to listen to the music was a whole hassle. Yeah.
Describe being an upcoming artist then.
Yeah, not easy. You say you're an artist, you don't even if you get money to go studio to record. Like, which studio are you going to? Which money are you going to? I didn't work. I was just a normal student. I don't be that bad, nothing. You know what I mean? So, just even having the opportunity to record. Like, even my friend Kuvi, I chased him down for over a year before I got the chance to meet him. I went to his school. He was in Legon at that time. I went to school. I went to his room at Legon to sing for him. I actually sing for him. Because I had no songs out. I said, I can sing. I went to him and sang for him in his hostel with his friends before we ever started working together. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I had to hustle my way from Accra to, like, after Denta, OEB and that just to get to record, you know, or make music. And no, it was hard times, but it was fun as well. Like it was an adventure and it was an experience. My first time, and I was amped, like I was gassed to do it. You know what I mean? Anywhere I can get to record, I'll go. And then how to get on radio or TV, even just to get it mastered so it'll be good for radio.
Was even an issue.
How you gonna do that? Yeah. So yeah, it was like beginning times. Yeah. So like you even go radio, give them a CD, they probably throw it away and don't even listen to
Charlie?
it. Yeah.
So how did you break through? At what point? Or who?
God will do because I don't know. It was just the same work ethic I had. But after I met Sark and met KillBeatz and Ohene, it's like things just started, because I have facilitators now. Like Ohene, my manager, has been a manager for KillBeatz for a long while. He's managed R2Bs, done work with Wizkid, you know. So he's an industry person. And my boy Quaps is someone we went to school together. So he's been my mate from time. So I went along with him when we met Killer and Ohene, and then, you know, so they've been training him and we've been learning, like, just like I've been learning the craft, he's been learning management as well. And then Ohene and Killer just guided us. Yeah. So they kind of like made things smoother. Like maybe I can't talk to this person or I can't reach them.
But they have a relationship with
them. Yeah, so it kind of like helped. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Well, and then I think the most important thing was the music. Because people did like it.
Spoke for itself, Okay, all right, that's interesting to know. Well, I'm having a conversation with the one and only King Promise. He's in the hot seat right here on Hall of Fame. And join in the conversation if you can. Hashtag Hall of Fame. Tweet at me at AJ Sarpong and tell us if you're loving it. But I'll be right back with even more goodness right here, because I'll be getting to delve in a bit deeper with the man King Promise. Don't go anywhere. You're tuned in to Hall of Fame right here on Citi TV. We're live from the studios of Citi TV here in Adabraka. My name is AJ Sarpong. The one in my hot seat today is celebrated musician, someone who has set fashion trends and definitely topping the charts in every way and form, touring around the world, and also brought out an amazing album as promised. If you're not streaming it, I don't know what's wrong with you. The man King Promise is in the studio with me, and I'm just finding out he's also a really great songwriter. Now, tell me about that process or that point in time, and is this something that you do on a regular?
No, actually, it was like selective. Like we picked who to do it for. Like at the point in time, before I wrote songs, like I didn't even have my own hits. Like, but I was with KillBeatz. We were working every time, and one day Kwame Fachi came home, and then he was working with Adina. I mean, they're still working together, and there was this record they wanted, and yeah, I just wrote it. Yeah.
Like, just like that?
Yeah, it was way before I had a hit. And then everywhere I go, I keep hearing it like, it's too late, it's too late. I'm like, oh, this thing is going to blow.
This is actually something
I wrote. And then I realized it was like an anthem. Like, everyone's like singing it. Like, oh, wow, okay, it's blown. And then it was gone. Yeah, but I wrote, after writing that for Adina, Too Late, I did a couple other writings, and then I just stopped to focus on me. I was still focusing on me, but then that was before I had a hit. So after it was more like focus on myself. Yeah,
and then write for myself.
I haven't written for like a full song for anybody in like a while, but co-writing, I do like a lot of co-writing with my friends.
Wow, interesting. Now, on your journey, and still on the journey, as King Promise, did you feel some type of way when at some point in time that everyone started referring to the president as King Promise?
Not some type of way. I was like, where's this coming from, guys? Because it didn't add up. Like, I don't know why they call the president King Promise, but maybe, I don't know. Honestly, it didn't click, but like, I'm not mad, but I don't, we're not like, we don't have a personal relationship. I've met him a couple times. I've introduced myself to him. And like met his wife a couple times. and yeah, like we're cool, but he's not like anybody I know on a personal level.
Right.
We have no like relationship whatsoever.
Okay.
So I'm not mad though. It's president, so. Cool. Yeah.
Now, fame or getting fame, did it bring? What are some of the upsides or the perks of being King Promise?
Yeah, like getting to come on the show. Like I don't have to call like please put me on.
We call you to come.
Yeah, so I get a platform. You know, I get a voice. You know. And I get to influence people. I get to speak to like man them, let them know that, like believe like if I made it, you can make it. You know what I mean? And yes, just made a lot of things easier. Like maybe some extra, treatments I did get for one or two sides.
Speaking of extra treatments, does it come? How has a female attention been after becoming a bona fide superstar?
Definitely way more than it ever was like before. I mean, I used to get one or two, I was a cool guy, but it wasn't like after I blew up. But I feel like it's all love. Yeah, like they love what I do, that's why. It's normal. Like even me before I blew up, I had bare crushes. I still do.
Okay, who are some of your celebrity crushes?
Oh, most of them are like my friends now, so it wouldn't be nice to say.
No, but at some point in time, you were like, those
no,
girls
it was
those chicks are
at the
fine.
point with Sikose for like a while, and
Okay.
then like Jocelyn Duma.
Okay. Yeah.
That's all. Let's end it there.
But are you single?
Yeah.
Is there a particular reason why? Have you not found the one?
No,
are you focused more on music than love?
Like I'm not ready to like settle down.
Okay.
I'm just chopping life.
Wow. Okay.
Just making my music. Music is my first love.
Okay.
And just taking care of my peoples, making sure everyone's all right. Yeah.
Interesting. Now, still on coming back into the music, you've done quite a bit, and I'll come to the album very shortly. But you've also toured quite a lot.
Yeah.
Been on a lot of amazing stages. I saw there was one in Amsterdam you did recently. Like you've been around. You've been around. Describe touring as a Ghanaian artist across the world.
Amazing. For me, it's been lovely. Like you get to travel the world. Like growing up, we always wished that one day we would travel surf. So we would sit plane, go someplace calm, and now Ataya no one go surf. You know what I mean? It's amazing. Going out there, someone else's country, different weather, different languages, and people come out in their numbers to come see you, sing the songs, word for word. Not necessarily just Ghanaians, but people from all across the globe, and it's different. It's crazy. Like I love it. I actually love being on stage,
Okay.
Yeah, it's like one of my happy places,
Which stages have you performed at which stand out to you?
Here in Ghana?
Maybe, okay, let's pick a few in Ghana, then across the world.
A few, like I love performing in Kumasi. I did this whole week thing in Kumasi. The Kenya University was sick. I did the same thing in Pence. It was mad as well. I performed for like Rollins. I've done the president's daughter's birthday. I performed with Kojoinchi.
Okay.
I've done like the awards. I've done like concert. I've done big things, and most importantly, my own concert, which is Promised Land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw last year it was brilliant.
Yeah, it was sick. So
how
that
do you feel,
and then Europe as well.
how do you feel headlining your own concert?
I felt really good. It's like it came at me real fast because I'd always wish that one day I have my own show. People can come and just I get time to actually treat them. Like full artistry, full music, full vibes, everything. Just chop life. And then by the grace of God, I get to do it and. It's a great thing. It's something I look forward to so much, like every time.
So it's going to be an annual thing?
Yeah, it is. I've done it for 2 years now.
Okay.
And this year it's definitely coming on.
Okay.
Even this year I'm gonna do a new thing. So after I dropped the album, I went to see like the chiefs and everybody in Ongwa where I'm from, and I presented the album to them. So we decided I'm about to do a free concert in Ongwa. Yeah, a big one. Actually on the 28th of this month. I haven't announced it. I haven't told anybody.
Wow!
Yeah,
How
so
exciting!
It's here first. Yeah, so. Can promise, as promised, free concert in Nungwa, Nuga Authority, 28th. Everybody just, we're gonna announce it tonight or tomorrow.
Nice.
So yeah, that and big stages outside Ghana. I've done all my festivals, like one of the biggest festivals in Europe.
I saw.
I've done the PlayStation Theater in New York. I've done like DC. I've done Germany, Belgium, Austria, Denmark. Like I've been around, you know. Yeah, but it's a blessing, you know. I don't take it for granted. So,
I'm sure. Now, recently in the I saw in the press that a US-based promoter had come out to complain bitterly about Ghanaian artists and their attitude, particularly made some references to you. Did he have any cause? What was the origin of that issue?
I don't even know, honestly. Someone sent it to me as well.
Yeah.
Because I'm someone who actually loves to be on stage. Like, I don't have a show and be in my room sleeping or waste time or not go. I think there was an issue some time when I was in America, because I did like 7 or 8 states.
Okay.
And then I think out of the 8, I missed 1 or 2. It was due to flight issues.
Okay.
Because I was in Maryland at the time and I had to go to Minnesota or somewhere. And the timing of the flight, and it's long, you know, but it's definitely not my fault, because me, like I said, I love being on stage, and people talk, you know, it's very rubbish. Like,
okay, so have you ever had experiences where the promoters themselves end up stressing you or putting you in
it's normal, you know. It actually does happen. Like I had one. And they just wore me out so much, I was just over it. And I was speaking to my bro, Mr. Easy. It's like, bro, I've been through the same thing from time. You know, it's you're gonna go through it. Just take it. You know, take it as it is. Just keep working. It will get better.
Okay.
And yeah, like if artists will come out and speak on how some promoters give them a hard time, just like they might come out and speak about artists, people will probably never book with them or do shows with them. But there's no need, you know. Maybe they had a hard time during that period of time, so maybe that's why it happened that way. So, I never speak on stuff. Like, I've had several encounters with promoters where it's been really, really like bad, like very bad. But for the sake of the fans, I'd rather go on than disappoint them, because that's what I'm here for, you know. I actually overlook. Because sometimes we do free shows, you know. Okay. And sometimes people pay to come to these shows and promote. It's long, but like I said, so I put the fans first ahead of everything. So because of that, I might just let some things just go by. But there are like instances where things have been really, really bad, and I just don't speak on it.
Okay, no, that's decent of you. Yeah. Do you have dream collaborations? Are there people that you would love to or are planning to do collaborations with?
Yeah, I actually have a few people I love, and I've worked with a few of them already, like R2B's, Sarpong, Wizkid, Mr. Easy. This time, I want to do like collabs with like people like Luis Fonso, you know. Okay. I think he's sick. Stormzy, Drake, and yeah, I love him for Rampansa as well. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I love to song from him, and probably a few more people. You know, yeah, it's not coming to me now, but
there are a few more on your wish list.
I love Georgia Smith as well. She's like a new one I like.
Yes. I like her as well. Yeah. With your music breaking through, do you think it's easier or probably a bit difficult? So which one is it? Because a lot of people say that Ghanaians or Ghanaian music doesn't break through into certain markets as much as it can. Is it because artists don't promote it enough, say the Nigerian market, South African market, or that we are either the artists don't promote enough or the markets in itself are not acceptable or do not accept Ghanaian music in the way that it should be?
I feel like so many factors come into play when it comes to stuff like that. But at the end of the day, everything boils down to marketing, like promoting, you know. Like when I dropped this album, I've been to Nigeria, I've been to the UK, I've been to Europe, I've done a tour in Ghana, not just Accra, I've been to Kumasi and that. Like I've done phone calls from the north or wherever I can. Like we just have to keep pushing. So, because wherever it is internationally, they have their own artists and whatsoever as well. So it's more of like pushing, and also the sound, if it cuts across, your people will accept it. Do you know what I mean? Because we're in Ghana, we listen to like different kinds of music which are not even from here. So I feel like it's more push and more promo like stuff. Because Ghanaian music is great. You know, we have like very good music that no one kind of like has. Our sound is like indigenous to us, and then we have like a crossover kind of vibe to it as well.
True.
So it's just a matter of time though. Like in recent times, like people are like R2B, Sarkodie, they've done good. They've sold out shows all across the world, and new cats like myself, Kwesiata, Kidi, done great stuff as well. So it's just a matter of time.
True, I can agree with that.
We're going in small. More support, more push from everybody. We rise together. Man.
I like that. Now, let's talk about As Promised.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to create this album?
It took me 2 years to make it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So like right after Oh Yeah, then we did Selfish. And before we dropped Citi TV, I think that's when we started.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, which one is your favorite song on the album?
I don't have one favorite song, That's
Really?
the thing, because it keeps changing.
Okay.
So maybe when I was on my way here, it's Commando or Obisha.
Okay.
Yeah, and then later on it might be something like there's a song for every vibe, every mood. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like because I wanted to make an album where you could like listen them from like track 1 to 15 without like skipping a song. So every song has the ability to stand on its own as a single, So we didn't plan like, okay, let's make like 4 hit songs and then the rest is like, okay, cool. Nah,
it's
everyone has
vibe.
to like stand for their like on their own, and that was the plan, And I have a very experienced person in my corner in the name of KillBeatz, so kind of like directed and helped me, and we put it together. So.
Which one was the easiest to write and which was the most difficult?
Maybe Bra was pretty easy. Like I didn't really write it. It was like a freestyle. Same thing with Commando actually. And the song I actually wrote everything from start to finish was Selfish.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
all right. So that Selfish you consider the most difficult?
Not difficult. I just wrote it. I wrote the whole thing. Selfish, and I tried.
Okay.
I tried as well.
Was there any that you faced, maybe writer's block, a little bit of difficulty in ensuring that it came out perfect?
No, I just took my time to write it. Like I tried this one song that took me forever to finish, because I had a concept in my head. I had like a few like points I knew I wanted to put in the song, but I hadn't like written it. So I'm putting it together, but I stopped and then but it just took me a while. But Selfish, I wrote it all in one night.
Wow.
Yeah, one night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how was the reception when you dropped it?
Which one? The album?
The entire album.
Oh no, it's been good. It's been amazing. The love and the support from everybody has been mind blowing. Honestly, it went #1 in the first day when it came, and
I saw.
It's like everyone has their favorite, Like you told me your favorites already.
Yes,
you like My Lady,
Odo, My Lady, like those are very smooth ones.
Yeah, so yes, some of people like Obesha, for my government. And there's it's 15 songs, so it's like something for everybody. So I'm just happy the reception has been great. It's what we prayed for, that people actually get to connect with the music and that they love it. So we thank God that it's going that way.
Have you started working on your next project?
Yeah.
Huh, already?
I'm working every time, Like from here, I'm going to the studio now.
Wow.
I love being in the studio. Even if I'm not like recording music, I just be there and just
like
chill,
the vibe.
just catch vibes, yeah.
So, is there a plan for you? Do you have maybe I want to be in the industry for this specific amount of time, or this is what I want to do after, or are you taking each day as it comes?
Honestly, that's the reason why I don't like follow trends or anything. I feel like trends come and go. So if you follow trends, you'd go with the trend when it's leaving. So I do music based on how I'm feeling and what I love. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm here to make like timeless music, like Kojo Enchi. We listen to his music till date. He's playing big shows, doing all of that. I want to be around for like forever. R2B's been over 10 years.
Yep. And still relevant.
Very, very relevant. It's because they do music from a very, deep place, and they take their time. They don't rush it. Like I said, I don't go to the studio to look for hits. I just go to make music that I love. Do you know what I mean? We just pick the right one and we drop it. So hopefully we'll be here for a longer time, and we're learning from the legends like Kojo Enchi and Daddy Lumba, Ofori and all of them. We can also fill their boots and maybe take it even a notch higher.
Okay, yeah. I like that. We're going to take another quick break. When we come back, even more goodness with King Promise. He's here on the couch and having a very fun conversation with him. Don't go anywhere. This is Hall of Fame. You're tuned in to Hall of Fame right here on Citi TV. My name is AJ Sarpong. Having a conversation with the man King Promise. Now, still in the conversation, this time centered on the music industry. Do you think the industry as a whole supports up-and-coming artists?
Yeah. In the past couple years, like in recent times, there's been like a couple of new artists who have been doing their thing, like Kwesi Arthur, Kitty, Kwame Eugene, myself, and a bunch of other folks, Lamem Gang, Darko Vibes. And people have actually accepted it. You go to a Lamem Gang concert in December and it's
crazy, yeah.
It's amazing. It wasn't like that, a couple years ago. You come to a Promised Land concert, it's like
people are there,
yeah. So it's beautiful, and we're on the radio, on the TV. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like that before. And the old guns, I won't call them old, but like our leaders, like the pace setters, they're supporting. Like I got R2Bs in my corner, there's Sack, and they're supporting everyone. Kwesi Arthur has songs with R2Bs, has songs with Sack, and it's like the OGs are supporting the young ones, the young ones are respecting the OGs, and we're working hand in hand. And the industry is happy about it, like everyone's supportive. So yeah, man, it can only get better. So definitely.
Okay. Now, right here, actually on Hall of Fame, I had TikTok on here, and he made a comment about the fact that the industry is just being dominated, but we just have only the case doing the concerts, and it's not going enough. We've seen a trend where you, Kitty, Kwame Eugene, Kwesi, largely are the ones like headlining a lot of concerts. Do you feel in some way is monopolizing, or do you feel it's my time, let me get my money?
No, it's not monopolizing. There's enough music for everybody. There's enough. Listen, you come to these shows, there has to be King Sark on there, There's Stoneboy on there, there's Shatawale. That's a few big guns who are actually doing their thing still. And we're just supporting, R2Bs does their stuff. Everyone, it's not just the case, they're the case, but they're everyone's who are doing this stuff. It's not all about that,
Okay.
Yeah.
Does the music industry pay?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there and in terms of royalties, getting your money, having a union, some people have said it doesn't really work. We don't get our money.
Maybe
we don't
in
get
Ghana,
that much.
like in Ghana, but like if you have your stuff like lined up well, with your streaming and stuff, it definitely comes. Because even now in Ghana, people stream music a lot.
True.
Like Apple Music, Spotify. Maybe 2 years ago you can't speak about that, but now you can, because then you check your numbers. I've had like almost 10 million streams on my album and it just dropped. Do you know what I mean? And okay, probably not just from Ghana because it's a worldwide thing,
right.
But like I'm saying, it's like a thing in Ghana now. Like when you drop your songs and it's on Apple Music, people actually do go listen to it. So maybe back in the day it wasn't like that, but now it is, and it's getting there. Like those structures do help.
Okay.
Yeah, and it can get better. Like
Okay. Do you believe in the structures or the Ghanaian music industry structures? Is music something you're a part of? Are you getting your royalties from GHAMRO? Is it enough?
I've never taken anything from them.
Okay.
But I'm in support for all of that. Like it's for Ghana, So anything for the betterment of Ghana and the music industry in general, I'm definitely here for it. It's just a matter of time. I feel like it'll all come together nicely.
Okay.
We're not there yet, but it'll come together.
Okay. Now, as someone who basically going around is sort of an ambassador for Ghanaian music and our Ghanaian creative industry, do you think there's enough policy direction, maybe enough push from the government towards the creative art industry as a whole?
Yeah, some more won't hurt,
That's true.
It won't hurt. It won't hurt at all.
Okay.
Yeah, so some more won't hurt. I think they're doing like a good thing with the tourism and year of return and how people coming in. Yeah, you put stuff like that in place for music as well. It won't hurt.
I like that. Okay, so now I'm going to do something really simple. I usually play a little game where I mention things randomly, and you tell me your thoughts or what the first thing that comes into your mind.
Okay.
So I will start off with social media.
Instagram.
Twitter.
Banter.
Okay.
Trolling. Trolling.
Sneakers.
I can promise.
Okay. Touring.
Exciting.
Ladies.
Sweet ones.
KillBeatz.
Genius.
R2Bs.
Legends.
Afrobeats.
The next biggest genre in the world.
Okay. Yeah. I can vibe with that. Music.
Joy.
Family.
Happiness.
And on that note, thank you so much, Kim Promise. It's been amazing having you here. But I can't let you go without telling me what, apart from having a concert on the 28th, which you're all really excited about, what else is going to be happening from King Promise over the next couple of months?
Yeah, a lot more music. I just dropped a video for my lady.
Yes.
Off the album. So I've dropped like a couple videos. I've dropped Bra, I've dropped Commando, and the new one just dropped, My Lady. So you guys can get it on YouTube. Just go type Kim Promise, My Lady, you find it. And yeah, my concert on the 28th of this month, September, in Nungwa, free concert. It's coming off. And I'm going to do Promised Land again.
Yeah.
In December. So we're going to announce that as well. And more collabs, more videos, and hopefully another single before the year's over.
I like. Okay, so what are
and some touring.
The immediate collaborations we should look forward to?
Oh, I'm doing a few international stuff, so I'll let you know before, ahead of time.
Oh, just something, drop a letter, maybe.
UK. Holland.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, on that note, thank you so much for passing through, King
Thank
Promise.
you so much for having me.
It's been an amazing conversation. It's
nice
to have
I've actually had a good time,
Yeah, a different side of him. Yeah, we should do this again, this time on radio. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Thank you for tuning in. There's been another exciting edition of Hall of Fame right here on Citi TV. Thank you for tuning in. Special thanks as well to First Choice of my lovely hair and Evolve Jewelry for my jewelry. And on that note, my name is AJ Sarpong, and I had a fantastic conversation with Afrobeat superstar King Promise. He was here and he was my guest for today. Until I come your way again next time, keep watching Citi TV.